Hello friends, welcome to our YouTube channel by Gyan Manjari Modern School for subject Science and Standard 9th. Our current chapter is chapter number 2, Is Matter Us Around Pure? Students, in this chapter, in the last period, means we have discussed about the elements. Now, here there is a parts of substances, elements, compounds and mixtures. There are three types of substances we are having. Elements means which are pure. Elements again divided into three types. Metals, non-metals and metalloids means semi-metals. We have discussed the property of metals, physical property, lustrous surface, high melting and boiling point. They are malleable, they are ductile, having the high melting point and high boiling point. Also we have discussed the properties of non-metal. Now what are metalloids? Metalloids are the substances, are the elements which are having the intermediate property between metals and non-metals. Means they are having some properties of metals and some properties of non-metals. They are called metalloids. Silicon, boron are the metalloids. These examples are given in your textbook only. Now students, today we will discuss about the compounds. When this is the type of substance, when two or more substances combine with each other chemically in a fixed proportion. The words fixed proportion is very important, students. They are called compounds. The definition of compound is given on the page number 25, students. Here it is given. Underline this. Keep a pencil and pen with textbook with you. A compound is a substance composed of two or more elements chemically combined with one another in a fixed proportion. Okay, so fixed proportion. Also I have given the example of water yesterday, when two substances, or we can say two elements, hydrogen and oxygen. When two atoms of hydrogen combines with one atom of oxygen, one molecule of H2O is formed, and this is called compound. Means proportion is fixed. New substance is formed with having new properties. These are called compounds. So when two or more substances combine chemically with a fixed proportion of their components is called compound. Here we can't add just one atom of hydrogen more or just one atom of oxygen more. This proportion is very fixed. Means H2O. Again we can say sodium Na. One atom of sodium when combined with one atom of chlorine, one molecule of NaCl is formed. What is NaCl, students? NaCl is our common salt which we use in our daily life, salt. This is sodium chloride. It's a chemical name. NaCl, it's its molecular formula, and common name is common salt. So these are the examples of compound, students. New substances formed with new properties, and the proportion of components are fixed. And one more thing, if we want to separate again this component, this compound into its component, there is no easy physical method. Just like a picking or filtering, we can't separate them. It is used the electrochemical processes to separate the elements or substances from its compound. Okay, now we will see the mixture. Mixture is again the combination of two or more components. But the main thing is the property of these components will be maintained, retained, and the proportion of components is always not fixed at all. In any proportion we can add. Suppose we can take some amount of salt and we can take some amount of sand particles. When we mix them, so this is mixture. Students, be careful about the mixture and compound. In compound also there are two or more substances. In mixture there are also two or more substances. But what is difference? Here the new substance is formed with different properties and the proportion of component is fixed. Here no new substance is formed and proportion of components are not fixed and the components retained their property. They possess their properties. We have seen this yesterday. Hydrogen is a fire, H2O is fire extinguisher, hydrogen is a combustible gas, oxygen is supporter of combustion, but H2O formed is the fire extinguisher. So property changed, but in the compound they retain their property. Their property will not change because no new substance is formed. So it is very easy, students. Elements are just one type of substance. It is we are getting from nature. There is no single element of other atom is there. So these are elements. Compound and mixture. Compound is also more than two elements or we can say substances. Mixture again more than two substances. But here proportion is fixed. Proportion is not fixed. New substance is formed. No new substance is formed. Components loses their property, changes their property, and components retain their property. So I think idea is clear in your mind now about the substances. Okay. Now we will see the difference between compound and mixture, because about the elements we have learned in detail, metals, non-metals. So just students write this much. Some important things you have to write in textbook only, students. So when you read it, you can get the idea with a pencil anywhere. If in the textbook, always keep the textbook, rough book, pen, pencil when you start to looking the video of science. So just note down this much, students. Now, difference between compound and mixture. We have discussed that just now, and it is already given in your textbook in the difference form, and it is very important, most probably asked in exam. Okay, students. Now mixtures and compounds. When the difference is asked, write in difference form only. Number 1, this point should be related with this, means this point should be related with this. Number 1, elements or compounds just mix together to form a mixture. No new compound is formed. So here no new compound is formed. So here new compound is formed. So this point should be related to this. While in exam, don't write just this much. You have to write which is given as per textbook, page number 26. Variable composition. And here we can say fixed composition. Means the amount of component, proportion of component is fixed. Proportion of component is variable, not fixed. We can take any amount of any substances. Here 2 molecule of or 1 molecule of sodium, 1 atom of sodium combines with 1 atom of chlorine, then 1 molecule of compound is formed. It is compound, it is mixture. Now third thing. Properties of the constituent substances retains. Properties are retained and properties changed. Means of what? That you should know. Now next, they can be separated by simple physical method, just like filtration and that. And here they are separated only by chemical or electrochemical reaction. Chemical or electrochemical reactions. Just like to separate the hydrogen and oxygen from water, the method electrolysis is used. So this is the difference between mixture and compound. Yesterday we have learned about the elements. Okay. Now here we have finished with this chapter. Just see the exercise. Students, take out page number 28. We have learned so many methods of separation of substances. Just we have to say which method is used to separate the given situation. Number 1, which separation techniques will you apply for the separation of following? Number 1, keep pencil in your hand. Just write in textbook only with a pencil. Sodium chloride from its solution in water. So which method? Write there evaporation. Number 1. Okay, I will write on the board. A. Evaporation. B. Ammonium chloride for a mixture containing sodium chloride and ammonium chloride. As we know, ammonium chloride is a sublimating substance. So which method? sublimation, small pieces of metal in the engine oil of a car, filtration, different pigment from an extract of flower petals, chromatography, just note down this, students, with me. Butter from curd, centrifugation, oil from water, separating funnel, tea leaves from tea, filtration, next iron pins from sand, magnetic separation, and the last, fine mud particles suspended in water, just decantation. What is the meaning of decantation? Left it for some time undisturbed, so particle will be settled down, and then filtration. Then filter the liquid. Okay, students, note down this. Okay, students, now question 2 is very interesting, students. You don't have to write, but if you have interest, you can write. Write the steps you would use to making tea using the following words: solution, solvent, solute, dissolve. Means we are going to make a tea, and in this preparation you have to use this word. So all word can become twice, but at least it should appear in this process once. Take a water, so we can write like this: take a water in a pot. Now as a solvent, so a solvent word is there. Add the sugar as a solute particles. So solute will become there. Underline those words. Third step, we can say third line. So the solution of a water and sugar is prepared. So solution comes there. Then sugar will dissolve in water. So sugar also we can say sugar is soluble in water. Now add some tea leaves. Tea leaves are insoluble in water. Boil the mixture. Then filter the mixture. So filtration will be there, and in the strainer as a residue tea leaves remains in the strainer, and we get the water. Means tea we can say, not water, it is tea we are getting. So this is the preparation of tea, but in manner we have to write that all these words, scientific words, should be there. So it's optional question. Don't do question number 3, just question number 4. Explain the following examples: saturated, solution. Also we have discussed, students, all these three: pure substance, colloidal solution, and suspension. We have discussed about this. Classify the following as homogeneous and heterogeneous mixture. So students, we have also done this. Now see the question number 7. Also you have to How would you confirm that the colorless liquid gives you pure water? So students, you can think over it and write the answer of 6th one also. 7th one, which of the following is a category of pure substances? So take a tick mark. 7. A, ice is a pure, then milk is not pure, iron is pure, hydrochloric acid is pure, calcium oxide is pure, mercury is pure, brick not pure, wood no, air no. So here we can say ice, iron, hydrochloric acid, calcium oxide and mercury. So students, from this we can take the judgment, the substance which are elements or compound are pure, but the mixtures are not pure because the proportion is not fixed there. Okay. Question number 8. Identify the solutions among the following mixtures. So soil is not a solution. Number 2, sea water is the solution. Here what is the solvent? Water is a solvent. What is the solute? Solute is salt. So salty water, sea water is the solution. Air is not the solution. Coal is not the solution. But soda water is the solution. So B, C and E are solution. Question number 9. Which shows the Tyndall effect? Students, as we have learned that the substance which are colloidal particles they show the Tyndall effect. Okay. So out of these, which are the colloidal particles? Salt solution is not colloidal, it is true solution. Then milk, again copper sulfate solution is not, but the starch solution. So B and D are the answers, they show the Tyndall effect. Now question number 10, classify. Classification, I will write on the board. Just meanwhile you try to classify the given substances in element, compound and mixture. Then check from here that are you going right or wrong. Meanwhile you can do that. Don't do any other activity. Just try to solve that question. Question number 10. So we have to classify them in a following manner. Okay. Question number element, mixture and compound. Okay, first one, sodium. Sodium is an element. Sodium is a metal, students, very soft metal. Metal which we cut with knife, that much soft it is. Otherwise metals are hard, as we know. Soil is a mixture. And sugar solution is also the mixture. Because it does not have the molecular formula. Silver is an element. Students, all the elements are having the symbols. They are given in chapter number 3. If you have interest, you can find it out. Calcium carbonate is a compound. Tin, element, symbol Sn. Silicon is also an element. Coal is a mixture. Air is also the mixture, but it is homogeneous mixture, students. Soap is a compound. Methane is a gas which used for the cooking. Carbon dioxide and the blood is a mixture. So, if the classification is asked, students, write in this way, make the 3 columns. If classification of homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture is asked, just prepare the 2 columns. So, here the classification is given. Now, question number 11, which of the following are chemical changes? So, A is a chemical change, growth of plant. B is also the chemical change, rusting of iron. Just tick before A and B. C, mixing of iron filings and sand is not the chemical change, means answers are A, B. Then cooking of food, yes, once we cook the food, again we can't get the raw material, so D. Then digestion of food, E. Once the food is digested, so we can't get food again. If we eat the chapati and we digest it, so again we can't get the chapati. So it is called chemical change. Freezing of water is physical, because once we freeze the water, again we can get water from it. Burning of candle. So once the candle burns, so students, here the question may create in your mind, if the candle burns, so we are getting the wax again if we cool it, but we are getting in small amount, but other wax is used for lightening. You will learn detail in the next standards. Okay, students. So these are the chemical changes, A, B, D, E and G. This is question number 11. Chemical reactions are asked, chemical changes are asked. So these are the answer. Okay, students. So here we have finished this chapter. Also we have finished with the exercise of this chapter. So in fair book, you have to write all the questions except question 2 and 3. Don't write these 2 questions. Otherwise, write all the questions in fair book. Okay, students? Fair book, all the questions you have to write except this. Now, students, time for homework. So in homework, you have to write the differences. First, difference. Homogeneous mixture. Homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. Number 2, mixture and compound, what we have learned today only. So this is in homework, students, for today. Just note down this homework. You have to write 2 differences and finish your fair book within time. Okay, it will be checked, and also they possess the marks, so be careful about that. Okay, we will meet in next session. Bye, take care.